losing streak. And I guess the question is, Dan Harralson, VolsWire.com, how likely do you think that is, that this could be the week that the Vols finally get a W?
Well, Tennessee definitely has a shot in this matchup against Auburn. Auburn has some issues of their own, and few things that they need to figure out to get in the right direction after losing at Mississippi State, and obviously losing pretty. They do have more talent.
Pass against ETSU and another with against UTEP when the coverage was suspect, but certainly that's how he suffered his 2 interceptions against Florida and such. It almost seems to me that the Tennessee offense this year is designed to give Guarantano the best passer rating he possibly can. Short passes, no deep drops, that sort of thing. I mean, the way, do you get the feeling that Tennessee is going to show took over the team back last year?
Yeah, knowing Tyson Helton and this offense that he runs, going back to work playbook, and we kind of saw that against Florida when he threw a couple times into double coverage, and I think one was in triple coverage. And you know, this is the 3rd year in a college football program, and I understand the coaching wasn't up to par his first 2 years, and he really does have a great quarterback developer in Tyson Helton. But it just comes to a point in time you got to really display that on the field. And if he cannot do much in the first half against Auburn, I think you really have to look for a change, whether it be a Keller Chris, the graduate transfer from Stanford, or a Will McBride, or even a true freshman J.T. Stroud. Is getting to that point now.
I think that it would have to be Chris. I mean, he's gotten the garbage time and all this. Stroud, you can always redshirt. Oh, you're still in our future. McBride, to me, I mean, what Will McBride? I remember we saw him, Southern Mississippi, Missouri last year. Didn't really impress all that much when they started saying it's an open quarterback competition. I remember saying, well, wait a minute. It's not going to be Will McBride. I mean, could you have possibly imagined Will McBride, the starting quarterback against West Virginia? It's inconceivable and all that. What do you think McBride's future is on the team?
Well, no, I agree with you. I mean, he really hasn't been thought of the first few. I mean, I think most points that they've actually given up is 23 points.
Well, that's one of the things. State, but those are good teams. Now, the teams that Tennessee has lost to, also good teams, let's face it. I mean, West Virginia, Florida, that sort of thing. I mean, yeah, these are good teams, Georgia. But anyway, I wanted to ask you, though, about the Auburn offense. A lot of people saying it's in regression. S&P offense, that's an analytical stat. I kind of was intrigued by this. Last year, Auburn ranked 34th in the nation in S&P offense. I can explain what that is here a little bit later on. Now they are 93rd. And I'm just curious here what your thoughts are. Why is Auburn's offense struggling?
Well, I think it's simple. Gus Malzahn's offense at this level in the SEC, you have to have a quarterback that can make plays in the passing game with their arm, like a Nick Marshall and a Cam Newton. That's good enough to not rely a lot in Guarantano. And that's why I think guys like Nick Fitzgerald and even Will McBride, to a degree, that has the capability of actually just moving the ball, setting up plays with their feet. When we see this with Tua, can do both things, and especially in Gus Malzahn's offense, you really have. Now that's just not apparent.
They say Tennessee plays at Auburn. Did I read this right? For the first time in Oh, I'm sorry. Tennessee plays at Auburn for the first time in 1974. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Vols-Wire website, and you're looking at a historical nature of
Yeah,
this
the
rivalry.
1970.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember him playing in '96. I mean, in Auburn. What are you talking about? But no, tell us about that story.
In Legion Field in Birmingham, and Auburn just said enough's enough. We have a stadium, I think it was expanded in 1970 in Jordan-Hare Stadium. It's about 60,000, 61,000 or so. And Auburn just got to the point where they started having Georgia and Tennessee played at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And in 1989 was the first ever Iron Bowl on campus for Auburn.
I remember that, and yeah, people thought Alabama fans that the world was going to end, that Auburn could actually host that game. What is this cow college doing hosting prior to the divisional play? One of the biggest, defeating Bo Jackson pretty handily, and that's when you knew that something was different with that '85 Vols team. And I'm just kind of curious, where do you think the rivalry is now? Obviously, it's not going to be
Fans right now that they don't know much about Tennessee and Auburn, even in the couple of SEC championship games that they played in '97 and '04. I don't think like that, but it is a shame to not play every single season.
well.
It just blows my mind that they don't get to a 9-game schedule and just have things rotate.
Why don't we suggest this then? The SEC adding 2 teams, and I actually think that could even help Tennessee, because if you're splitting the pot up 16 ways instead of 14 ways, which I think has made the rest of the SEC, evening up the monies, if you will, but then having Harralson, Vols-Wire.com.